Hey everyone, ToonySA here, and today we're diving into the return of a beloved 90s classic, Croc Legend of the Gobos, as Croc Remastered. An early and missed, but not forgotten Yoshi-esque PlayStation mascot is back with a fresh coat of paint, but will it have any fresh ideas? Released in 1997 for the PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and PC, I know that I said earlier that it was a PlayStation mascot, but that's anecdotally from only knowing friends to have it on the PlayStation. But I digress. Croc Legend of the Gobos was one of the early contenders in the 3D platforming boom. Croc stood shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, Super Mario 64, and Spyro the Dragon. I mean, can you see any similarities between Croc and other platformers of the era? Me neither. It was known for delivering a charming, colourful world packed with challenging platforming, adorable characters, and catchy tunes. I mean, just listen to this for an introduction to the game. Ba-bum. Ba-dum-ba-ba-bum. It was a game most households in my neck of the woods owned, but was often shelved and left to gather dust in favour of the other aforementioned titles. Developed by Argonaut Software, the game introduced us to Croc, a lovable little, you guessed it, alligator.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Raised by furry creatures called gobos. Some people pronounce them gobos, and if you're from Australia, maybe you pronounced it gobbies, but that's a whole different story. It was a typical, simple, and fun platformer that was easy to pick up and play, well, at least for the first two worlds. I have many friends who played Croc in their younger days, and their memories are a blend of nostalgia for the vibrant visuals, cute character models, and straightforward storytelling. An absolute unbridled disgust and rage at the tank controls, poor camera work, frequent loading screens, and immense difficulty spike. And, to top it off, who can forget this atrocity?
A few moments later. A few minutes later. A few inches later. 2 hours later. 1 eternity later.
The gameplay loop was quite simple. Each level you'd enter and make your way across a stage filled with various different rooms, which were used for the purposes of loading zones to stop the poor PlayStation from being overworked. If possible, you'd collect some gobos along the way, maybe some coloured crystals to unlock a secret room, and then you'd hit a gong and move on to the next level. And then every so often you'd encounter a mini-boss and then the island's main boss. The game adopted the mechanic where you could pretty much beat the game without collecting a single thing, but if you wanted the true ending, you'd need to collect everything. Quite a good mechanic in my opinion. Fast forward to today, and Croc is making a comeback as a remaster. Some sources suggest it is planned for the Christmas period of this year, for consoles and PC, in the hopes that a new generation of young kids will adopt Croc as their lovable mascot, and not just associate them with a grotesque pair of shoes. However, they're in stiff competition for attention with a much more sinister mascot. What is this? Other sources suggest that the game may not actually grace the shelves or nowadays digital marketplace until early 2025. That remains to be seen. But it is being remastered by the original team, and they've said that this isn't just a basic graphical overhaul. They say that this remaster will bring a whole new level of detail while preserving the essence of the original game. Croc's world has been beautifully revamped with high-definition textures, enhanced lighting, and fluid animations, giving the game a vibrant, modern feel while still keeping that nostalgic charm. Beyond the visuals, the controls have now been greatly improved. Gone are the days of clunky tank controls. Croc now promises to move more smoothly, to have responsive inputs, and to feel great whether you're playing on a console controller or on a PC keyboard. Oh, and to top it off, they've promised that there will be a dedicated camera control function, which means that quite a few of the major drawbacks from the original game are being addressed. I just hope they don't forget to address this. Seriously, Wrath of Cortex, why, oh why, did you parrot this? And today we are tackling Droid Void, which is infamous for its Croc Legend of the Gobos style railing sections, which I'm on right now. In terms of new content and features, there's no news of any new content, with the exception of Crocopedia, a gallery of concept art, music, animation development, demos, and interviews with the team. The music hasn't yet been revealed, so it may be the original OST, or it may be remastered as well. To put this to bed, this is slated to be a remaster, not a remake. The main difference being they're not remaking the game from the ground up, they're enhancing the game as it was. The real question for fans will be, is this going to be enough? Not too long ago, we were given Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon remakes that remained largely faithful to the originals, but they did add some extra content. Crash Bandicoot added relics to the first two games, as well as restoring the Cut Stormy Ascent level and creating their own original Future Tense level. Spyro had fewer features, but it did have skill points implemented into the first game, as well as a secret area and a map feature too. Both games sold decently well, but not well enough to really kickstart both franchises back into regular releases. It was only recently that a Crash and Spyro crossover was said to be in early development, only for it to be scrapped in order to send the devs to the dreaded COD mines. I'm personally excited for the idea of a remaster, but I do think that the game could benefit from having some new levels, and maybe even its own unique island to really stand out. I'd also love to see some kind of time trial mode, as speedrunning isn't as niche as it used to be. Speedrunners are very reliable for keeping a good game in the public conscience, and so it's really commonplace for platformers these days to acknowledge and even cater to the speedrunning community. If it is just a basic remaster with upgraded visuals and controls, you cannot be asking for more than $20 to $30 for the game, or 20 to 30 quid for English people. It only takes a few hours to beat every level, and maybe 6 to 8 hours total to 100% the game, and adding a concept art encyclopedia won't be enough to warrant a higher price. If they were to add a good chunk of content to the game, only then could a higher price point be justified. But as the game is very late into development at this point, unless there's some kind of DLC planned if the game sells well, I think there will be no real new features. Croc Remastered is shaping up to be a nostalgia grab with modern gameplay. If the price is right and fair, I'll definitely pick this game up myself and give it a go, as I loved the original despite all of its flaws.
Alrighty then.
And if it is good enough of a remaster, I would hope that it would springboard the potential for a sequel to be created. Just hopefully a bit different from Croc 2, which was an orgy of minigames. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for Croc's return, and if you have any fond memories of the original game, or even better, any rage-inducing moments or levels from the original game. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks as always to my current channel members. You guys are the best. If you'd like to become a member to support my channel monthly, there's a join button next to the subscribe button that you can take a look at. It's only 99p a month. But yeah, thank you all again, and see you guys in the next one.
And I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this.
Are you on?
What level are you on, Brett?
I don't know. I'm on some fucking weird, like, thing where I've got to find 5 treasure boxes.
5 treasure boxes?
Yeah, one for each color.
It wants me to find 5 boxes of treasure.
Yeah, every level has 5 gems.
You mean the color crystals?
No, like actual treasure box.
You only have to get one of them per world. You know that, right?
No. This level wants me to find 5 treasure boxes.
What?
You mean what?
Anyway.
What are you even talking? Can you stream your gameplay? So, what?
Wait, hang on. Hang on. 5 treasure boxes.
Yeah, streaming it now.
Crosstown, are you playing the second game? Crack!
Since you're on.
Oh my god, Brandon,
What are
you're
you
playing.
Croc 2.
Croc 2.
He's playing Croc 2.
You're playing the wrong game.
What?
Wait a minute.
I said Croc Group 2, not Croc 2. Are you fucking serious?
Oh man, I feel.
That's what it was on about.
I was like, got me a sandwich. Was eating a sandwich? What the fuck?
And now it's in the mine level. Oh no.
See, that's what got me thinking. When he was like, oh, a Croc just jumped out of my thing and went and grabbed a sandwich, I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, at least you'd be ready for the Croc 2 race.
Wow! Wow! Wow!